Question for one of our customers.
Sure.
Bob Doria.
Bob Doria, Bakefield Highlands. I've got, we've had experience using a third party. We are no longer using third party.
Why?
Reasoning being is, like your comment, I'm bringing new golfers to your golf club. Anybody using the third parties track those golfers that use the engine to come to your golf club and then realize that it's the same guy waiting for that tee time to come out at discount and use that tee time. That's the only time I see that player.
Tell everyone how many rounds of golf Bakefield Highlands does on average every year.
Okay. Last year we did 45,350. All right, this year we're on base to do about 43,000. My tee sheet utilization on a typical weekend is somewhere in the 85% area. We have programs, gentleman was, Mr. Hogan made the comment, going outside the box. We have loops at our golf course. We have a 3-hole rate and a 6-hole rate for late in the afternoon, where the goal is to get them out to play. Now, our biggest issue is that we track every time a round comes in under a third-party booking agent or through one of these books. So I can track who it is and by name, because my guys do collect their names when they come into play, and we track to see who's playing using those discounted rates. And we found that it's the same people. So what they're doing is they're waiting for that rate to show up at discount. Now what that does to my rack rate, which on the weekends is $79 with cart, it erodes my rack rate. Because now that guy is only coming to play my golf course at the discounted rate. I'm going to sell that tee time regardless if I have 85% utilization. So guess what? He's just taking that tee time away from the guy who's going to call me or book it through our own booking engine on our website, and I'm going to get full rack rate. What does that cost me? The difference between generalizing it, making $320 for that tee line versus making $0. So how much does that cost me? Gentlemen did the analytics and the numbers. We did the same thing. For us, it ended up being revenue neutral to a loss. I may be an anomaly. 45,000 rounds of golf, I'm definitely, well, you and I, Tony.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Why did you try it? Why did you do it?
Well, the thing is that when we took over the golf course, it was something that was already in place. We did the analyzation of what it was costing us. It's like anything else. It seems to be the right thing to do at the time, but it's not. It's basically that area got eroded to the point where I'm looking at it going, well, I just got another third-party tee time, and it's like, great, that's $320 I don't make. And it's going in somebody else's pocket. And those of you using the third parties, has anybody gotten a phone call from somebody? Hey, you know, I saw on the third-party booking engine a $38 rate to come out and play golf today. Can you honor that rate? No. Well, why? You want to book that rate? Go to the next day. But I'm not honoring that rate, and it got to the point where my staff, every time they would see one of them come through, going, got another one.
When did you get rid of it?
June.
Have you had any recoil from it?
Our going back to the analytic things, knowing your numbers, guess what? Like dollars per round went up $3 per green fee the next month after we got rid of it.
So it takes a month to get it out of people's mind.
Well, and the funny thing is I've gotten phone calls. You're no longer, we don't see you on such and such. I'm like, you're right. Why? We're no longer on such and such. You'd like to book a tee time?
The conversation happens over the phone, like they still find you.
Right.
Yeah,
they still find us.
Yeah.
They still, hey, I like playing there, but I only like playing there if it's $45. That's not my customer.
So I would say that I liked the line earlier about all golf is local. I think Joe said it was golf is local. This is your situation and you know these numbers specifically, and I think that's great. I think there's the flip side of that as well, right? There are people in this room, right, that are seeing millions of dollars of revenue come from third-party tee times. So I think you got to analyze each golf course. I think you got to know your numbers, and I think it's great that you did, right? And I think it's great. It sounds like you're really buttoned up on all that stuff. However, I would say that you may be in a situation where there's a whole lot of people around you, right? And your location is great, and the golf course is outstanding, et cetera, et cetera. I think at the end of the day, what you have to understand, and I think all of you probably do this, each business is different. And you got to analyze your business. And you can listen to opinions and ideas and let those weigh in and how you make decisions. But for an operator to say it's not the right thing, I think there's got to be like a comma for us, right? I just don't think to make a blanket statement it's not the right thing, you know, worldwide. I just don't know how any of us could know that on a course by course by course basis.